Alright, so it's time for a little bit more testing with the 105 RDF. Now, these shot pretty bad. In the last video we tried with stay ball match, but we had some pretty promising velocity numbers. So the load we're going to load today is 28.8 grains of stay ball match, Winchester 41 primers, and this shot about 2,700 feet per second with an SD of about 8.5. So it looked pretty promising. Group size wasn't great, it was over an inch. So the way we're going to try to remedy that today is we're going to use same overall length at that 2.285, which is about 13 or 14 thousandths off the lands. And we're going to go ahead and throw on my EC tuner brake. So we're going to attempt to tune this load. Good velocity numbers. If we can just tune the group size, we should be in good shape here. Now, I've had bad luck with the RDF, so I don't know how this is going to work. It's going to be a good challenge for the EC tuner. So let's get out on the range and let's see how they shoot. Alrighty, we are out here on the range. The target is at 100 yards. Those orange circles are about half an inch. Getting velocity through our lab radar. This is my Savage 110 switchback in an MDT XRS chassis with an Arkin SH4 Gen 2 6-24 optic on it. I've got the EC tuner on the end today, and we're going to go ahead and do a little tuning. Now, there is a little bit of breeze off the left, but it's really a pretty decent day to shoot. The gun is cold. It is not clean though. It's got, I'd have to check, but I think it's got somewhere between 20 and 30 rounds since it was last cleaned. Obviously we're tuning the 105 RDF here. Now I'm going to shoot the center dot, or at the center dot, for this first round because I've changed the muzzle device, and typically that gives me a point of impact shift. So, and then we'll see what happens after that, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the lab radar running the whole time, because we're not changing the load. Just kind of want to see what our velocity is. We should be about 2,700 feet per second. Now, I did load these, I did throw these charges in a powder thrower. I did measure every one of them, and we were within 0.1 grain, but that is something to note. I usually don't do that. But this being a ball powder, that's the point of shooting a ball powder, so that's what we're going to do. So let's see how they group. Okay, so that one with the black circle on it is the one we're going to shoot at first, and we're going to see, well, see how they group, and we'll see our point of impact. Actually, got a pretty solid point of impact there. That's pretty cool. So kind of a weird first group there. I'm going to go to tuner position 2, and we're going to move to the right just to keep things kind of simple on our target there. People ask about this gun extracting. Those 2 rounds did not extract. I don't think it was the ejector. The extractor slipped off. They did not hit my hand. They did not appear to hit the scope turret. Obviously, we're still having that vertical stringing, so we're going to go to tuner 4. Moving to the right. Alright. So tuner 4 was a little better, but still kind of rough. Let's go to tuner 6. That last dot on the right here for tuner 6. Again, that one did not hit anything either, just didn't want to come out. I guess I should probably look into one of those kits, because it seems like this gun's getting worse for ejection. That's definitely not any better. Alright. Tuner 8. And now we're going to move back to the left. We're going to start left to right now. Yeah, that one all the way to the left. Again, nothing really very good there. And I'm going to move to our last one, which is going to be back at 0, which is going to be essentially be tuner position 10, because we've gone a full revolution. Holding out for tuner position 10. This is going to be just to the left of the one with the black circle. All right, so I'd say that's fairly inconclusive. The interesting thing will be, we did grab velocity data on all those. All right, so we averaged 2698 feet per second with a 12.04 SD and a 44 extreme spread. That's over 18 shots. Really, that's not too bad. I don't find that too bad, especially considering I threw all these charges in a powder measurer. So I guess, you know, stay ball in this case is giving us at least pretty consistent velocity. So let's get back to the bench and let's check out the target. Alright, so taking a look at our target here, another disappointing target overall with the RDF, which I guess I'm really not surprised, but I had some good hopes that the tuner brake would fix some of our problems. So that first group at tuner 0 that you see in the center there, just over an inch at 1.13, then tuner position 2 at 1.02 inches, tuner position 4 tightened up at 0.78, tuner position 6 at 0.98, tuner position 8 over on the left there at 0.88, and tuner position 10 right at 1.00 inches. So essentially I can't get these RDFs to really group. Now again, all of these are pretty much sub-minute of angle, but for 3-shot groups, you know, this really is pretty poor performance for this gun. So this is the second time I've tried to tune kind of a poor load, shall we say, with the tuner brake, and it really wasn't all that effective. So good load, tuner brake works really well. Bad load, not so much. Now again, why do we call this a bad load? Because our velocity numbers actually look pretty decent. 2698 feet per second with a 12.0 SD. This is a ball powder, and I threw all the charges with a powder thrower. So I don't know why the RDFs just don't shoot. Again, seems like they're not a good bullet. Don't waste your money on them. I would not buy any more in any caliber for me. So hope you guys enjoyed this tuner brake video. I'm going to keep the tuner on the 6 arc, and maybe we'll try to tune some other loads that are a better bullet. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.